Make a shock find in a batch of berries. Also, the space station that came crashing back to Earth and had South Aussies on edge. And Princess Kate beaming, watching our wallaroos. Scientists have detected potentially dangerous chemicals in berries sold at supermarkets across the country. 2 types of cancer-causing insecticides have been found in blueberries, raspberries and blackberries, one of them banned in Australia for almost a quarter of a century. It's prompted a government review into the use of the products, with berry consumption skyrocketing over the past decade. It was the global event that had many of us anxiously looking skyward on Flashback tonight when Skylab came crashing back to Earth and some South Aussies took out special insurance.
10, 9, 8. We have ignition sequence has started.
Skylab's launch in 1973 was revolutionary.
The orbiting laboratory is designed to increase man's knowledge not only of space, but of Earth and of man himself.
It was NASA's first venture into space since the Apollo program.
Hello, space fans. We thought we'd take this opportunity to show you what life is like aboard America's first space station, the Skylab.
But as they say, what goes up must come down. And when Skylab fell out of orbit in 1979, it had us all looking skyward.
We can only wonder how all that technological know-how and experience could make such a mess of controlling and predicting Skylab's fiery death throes.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds.
No one quite knew where it would hit.
Controllers at the NASA Control Center have now successfully maneuvered the orbiting Skylab spacecraft into a position where it's hoped that they'll have better control of the craft when it falls back to Earth.
Australia was soon in its sights.
The whole orbit's 40,000 kilometres long, and that pass in Australia would be about 3,000 kilometres.
If NASA can judge that Skylab will crash onto Australian territory, NASA will be able to give us only 2 to 3 hours warning.
Weighing more than 77 tonnes, the potential for damage was huge, so people were nervous. Some anxious South Aussies even took out special insurance.
I understand you're insuring people against Skylab.
Yeah, that's correct, Russell.
Can you tell me about it? I'd like to insure myself.
For just $25, you could get $100,000 in coverage.
That'll protect you against death or disability.
By being hit from a piece of Skylab?
That's right.
They say it could be as late as 20 minutes before the event, until the impact area is known.
It ended up crashing in remote southwestern WA.
It came through, it took 10 seconds, around about 10 seconds to go from the horizon straight over the top.
We felt as though we could almost feel the wind of it. We were ready to duck for cover.
Its re-entry captured on film by Richard Bell.
So trembling Mr. Bell saw and recorded the most awesome event of his life.
The top edge of it started to light up and I yelled out, "It's here!" And all the neighbours came out. The back end was like stardust, with all the big bright lights in front.
Skylab fell to Earth today, and as far as we know, no one was hit by any of the pieces.
And the biggest piece of Skylab found to date, a 2 by 1 metre cylindrical chunk which crashed to Earth east of Kalgoorlie, is set to become a world TV star.
Strangely, it featured at the Miss Universe pageant in Perth.
Here is the largest piece of Skylab found so far. It landed near the gold mining town of Kalgoorlie, about 400 miles from where we are.
Our reporter's insurance in Adelaide wasn't needed after all.
It's a hell of a way of making $1 million. Russ Stiggins, News at 6.
And Stiggy would have collected the money too. Well, an Italian teenager will become the first millennial